They shot me in the chest and buried me in a pine box. Simple, efficient, like a military operation. The dirt hit the lid like thunder wrapped in cotton. I counted every shovelful. 1, 2, 13. By the 43rd, I stopped breathing through my nose. Had to conserve air. Had to slow my heart. Had to listen. Through the wood, faint and wet with sound, came her voice. My wife. Soft. Cold. Are you sure he's gone? That voice didn't tremble. She wasn't crying. Then his voice. Hayes, my former partner, my brother. We bled in the same sand. He laughed. I checked his pulse myself. He's gone. Now we collect the 2 million. Then we go get his daughter. From her grandma's. His daughter. Not our daughter. Mine. She's mine. They left. I stayed. But I wasn't gone. My fingers found movement first. Left hand, middle, ring, pinky. Then the wrist. Sharp pain. Likely broken. Didn't matter. I wasn't staying in that coffin. They'd used a civilian-grade casket. No vault, no concrete. Rookie mistake. I started clawing upward. As I scraped, I cataloged. Her voice, cool and unbothered. His tone, casual, like we were in a poker game again, bluffing. They didn't check for breathing, just pulse. They didn't know how far I could slow my vitals, how hard I'd trained to survive the worst case. And now they thought they'd won. I'd seen her eyes the week before, too soft, too still. She hadn't touched me in weeks, said it was stress. I didn't question. I wanted to believe. She was the only family left after my parents passed. My daughter, barely 2. My reason. And now, she wasn't coming back. They were taking her. 2 days later, I walked through the woods barefoot, bloodied. I didn't go home. Didn't go to the police. Didn't scream. I went to Susan's, my wife's aunt. She'd always kept her mouth shut and her whiskey close. I stood at her back door like a ghost. She opened it, dropped the bottle, and pulled me in. No questions, just ice, a blanket, and a place to sit. That night, I opened a burner phone and ordered the essentials. Voice distorter, SIM tracker, one-way glass film for her car. I knew how to disappear. I'd done it overseas. This time, I was vanishing at home. I watched them from across the street the next morning. They were laughing in my house, eating on my plates. She wore his shirt. He held my daughter's bear, the one I carried through my last deployment. That was when I knew. It wasn't just about the money. They'd planned this. I found my original marriage certificate, forged a copy with a silent null clause, something no one checks. Then I sent it, anonymously, to my lawyer. The will would trigger soon. They'd be too comfortable by then. I only needed one more piece. Proof my daughter was mine. I got it with a strand of her hair, swabbed from the bear's stitched mouth. She was mine. Undeniable. They hadn't taken everything. Not yet. I waited until the insurance cleared. They bought a new house that week, moved in like royalty. Hayes sold my truck. She sold my tools. My metals went in a yard sale for $5. I watched it all through a scope. No bullets, just glass. Then I walked up the front steps one evening, suit clean, tie tight. Knocked once. Hayes answered the door and turned white. She came behind him. Her voice cracked this time. You're dead." I handed her the DNA report. She looked at it, then at me. What is this?" I said nothing. Hayes tried to speak. I handed him the forensic insurance audit with his signature and my burial photos. Then I turned to my daughter, who'd been hiding behind the stair rail. She saw me. She smiled. She remembered. "Daddy?" I knelt. "Come here, baby." She ran into my arms. My wife stepped forward. "You can't!" I turned to her. "You already did." They followed me out the door. "You can't take her!" she shouted. "You're legally dead." I smiled, slow and still. And yet, here I am. Hayes stepped forward, trying to look tough. His hands shook. "You won't get away with this." I handed him a flash drive. Inside, copies of his military dishonorable discharge record buried under fake commendations. Fraud. Enough to end his career before it began. I already did. I turned my back. My daughter's arms clung to my neck. She whispered, "Home now?" I nodded. "Yeah, home. We live in a cabin now, high up, cold winds, quiet trees. Just me, her, and silence. She plays with the bear every night. I sit by the fire and watch the flames. I don't miss them. I don't think about them. They took everything that could be taken, but I was never the one buried. They were. And the best part? I never raised my voice. I never raised a hand. I just rose. And now, every time they check the mailbox and see the letters stamped "Returned Deceased," they remember what they almost got away with. They thought I was gone, but I was just getting started.